Hi guys, welcome back. It's Lone Gamer UK here, and we're back for some more Transport Fever Part 2. We're on the European map, and after the last episode, well, I thought we'd do a quick review of where we're at. So I've got the train running between Windsor and London, and I managed to get almost full loads going as we speak. So we've got some horrible stuff going on with the ground that we've carved through, and probably the most unflattest rail line you've ever seen. Hills galore and humps, so we'll have to sort that all out when we get a TGV or something. Anyway, looking at the money though, the train is made 180,000. Now we've messed around a little bit with investments and passengers and stuff, but compared to the carts, I mean, it's the only thing that's going to give me any kind of money. So what I was thinking of doing is replicating another commuter route between Winchester and Windsor. It's going to cost me too much money to stick the track on the end of this station, unfortunately. Too much stuff in the way, and yeah, I mean, you know, you're looking at knocking everything down, millions, 300,000-400,000 stupid money. So we'll have to probably do a second station and connect Winchester to Windsor. So what I'm thinking is I won't make the mistake of the first episode by not clicking the play button. Oh look, London's already got 33 waiting. Trains gonna drop off 28 and pick up 33, maybe a bit more by the time it gets there. Have a look what it does. Crawls up that hill. There we go. It's going out, and it's got up to 41, so it's going to be a full load coming back then. There we go, 125 grand. And it loads up. And it will probably be 130 or 40 grand on the way back, leaving 5 people behind. Got 20 at Windsor, hopefully we'll be nearer 30 by the time it gets there. And you can see that's making us a bit of money, so we're going to try and replicate that. Get rid of these for now by connecting Winchester and Windsor. So what I'm thinking is probably use this could use a terminal station. Just sticking it on the end here. Bish bash bosh. Bish bash bosh, as they say. 91 grand. I'm liking that. Build. So it's looking a bit flatter. We've still got a fair rise. And let's have a look. Where we're going to put the other station. So this. We could maybe use the same station, you know, to connect to Basingstoke bending round or something at some points. Ideally want to be closer. do that. 109. Kind of buggers at the end of the station though, doesn't it? Or we could do this. Not connecting to. I think what I'll do is I'll put a bit of road here. Nope. Road here. Bosh. Train station. Connects it up. We can lay track over the. Well, I can sort that out later when we expand that. That's okay. Then what we want to do is connect these up. Grand. Ooh. Yeah, that's okay. Keeping it flat. Take out the road. Oh, okay. Misjudge that slightly. Do that. What we can do. I think you get less bumps with taking out the roads first, so there's a bulldozer. Take out you. Use a bit of terrain smoothing here, I think. Not too much, just a little bit. Okay, track. So we want to bend this round quite a bit. I didn't even connect that up. You stupid man. Six. Okay, so we're wasting money. Okay, let's that's not possible. Yep. Yeah. Yep, that's okay. Keeps the speed up. It's not too important in the early part of the game with the trains being so slow. Oh, didn't really like that. It's spending money, but hey. So I'm gonna need another engine shed. Right, I'm gonna put it over here. Do those the track fit, I think. Connected. I don't like it. Oh, and we'll put a train shed on there. Okay. Just going to pause that a sec. What I want to do is set up transport to the station. Now they connect these roads. Because the AI will fill in some of this, but as the city expands, but we should get housing and more growth around the station. So what we need to do is put in a bus stop. Put it in. Goes to the station. It's kind of weird how the connecting roads or actual station can't put it. Put it here. Okay. Already got a station we can use. Most of the city, to be honest. Don't think we need another one. I just do add a route, so let's create a route for Winchester. So this is going to be the Winch train loop and shuttle. Okay, and it'll be there. Try that again. That to there. Take it out that way, pick up. Okay, it's a nice little loop. The other one's going. Good. Knock down the, let's put another Don't really need it with the bus stop. I'll do that later when we expand. But put back a. This we get our vehicles. 2. Okay, and we'll buy 3 of these. 2, I think. 1, 2. We'll put them on the inch train shuttle. Good. Trundle out. Bring us passengers for the station. Go do your thing. Right, what we need to do is then do the same for here. Now we have got a station. I'll stop quite close. Not sure it's close enough. We'll put another one there. And we've got enough in the city. Don't need to use any more. We'll just create a new route. This will be the wind wind train shuttle 2, I'm going to call it, is we're going to rename this one supply line. Let's train shuttle 1. Okay. Now what we need to do is set up the route for the station. That one, and it's going to go from that bus stop. Okay, it's going to go there. Going to come here. There. There. Back to here. That's good, so it can pick people up from the other station, take them to North Road, and then catch another train. And we might lose some of these intercity connections once we train up and running. Let me put some parts on there. I'm going to buy 3 and set them all to train shuttle 2. Good. I think. Out they come. Fine army of carriages that we have. Okay, so that's all done. What I need to do then is just get the train. Now, have I left myself enough money? Probably not. We don't have any choice in trains at the moment. We're still in the early days. Buy that train and the wagons. Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah. It's up. Okay. Set up the route. This is going to be the Winchester to Windsor train service. I'm going to make that blue like we did the other one. Okay, so it is going to be here to here. Good. Route set up. Right, so train, and we'll assign you to Winchester, Windsor. There we go, and we have, ladies and gentlemen, our second train. Well, we did manage to do that without borrowing any more money. Obviously, we ruined the finances for this year, but we will earn this money back. That's the plan. Although there's always stuff to upgrade and improve. Let's have a look at my routes, because I do have Winchester to Windsor. I'm going to keep an eye on that. They need replacing at 15 years, the carts, so I might run it till about another 6-7 years and then just lose it, because the train will do its thing. That's going to have to run back and forth empty until it creates the routes. Happy training. Look at all that smoke. This is back in a time when they didn't even know what carbon emissions were. Okay. So we're going to run that on. But if we look at our services, so this train, first train's making us some good money. And connecting these two cities should help both cities grow and both lines grab demand. Obviously these train shuttles are going to lose money until they start generating traffic. But if we can start making 140-50 grand out of both of these rail lines, that would be good. And then as we upgrade the coaches and the trains and the cities grow, they can become much more profitable lines. That's the plan. But take a while to do that. So I think well, it's got 2 passengers on already. That's not bad. We might have been coming back empty. And we've already got people here waiting. 3, 4, and these numbers soon start to climb. So that's going well. And the houses are being upgraded. All the buildings update automatically with the decade and how well the city's doing. And the roads automatically grow as well if done by the AI. Okay. That's 7.5 grand just for 2 people. That's not too bad. So let's have a look. We've got 12 people waiting at the other end. Good. This train's got capacity of 30. I think this will be up to maximum capacity once it's done 3 or 4 runs. And then we'll try and build up to over 1 million, 1.5 million again, so we can plough that money back into our next endeavour. Now, what I do need to do is connect these roads back up. to connect these roads back up. Not that they were going many places, but just 50 grand. Seems a lot. What am I doing? 10 grand. Grand. 20. There we go. 21 grand-ish. Didn't need to spend 50. More chunks. So we're rattling on. We're about to hit the 1860s. See how many we've got waiting here. 13. 25 people on this train. Nice 96 grand. Lovely. That's starting to do well. So it's taking 15 back. Yeah, so that's going to start paying for itself pretty quickly. So we're sort of out of funds now for a bit. We'll have to let that run its course. Many people waiting at the bus stops. Wow, it's nuts. How many people? Look at all these people waiting here. Well, what that tells me is I do need to put a bit more on the shuttle services. So what I'll do, I will buy another 4. And I will put that one I'll put that one on to oh one. Oh no. Messed that up. Okay, we'll put them on shot 2. And this one. This one on shuttle 2. 2 on shuttle 1, 2 on shuttle 2. That will hopefully ease the congestion at the bus stops. So we can have the age of steam buses. I think we get steam buses or vehicles before we get electric. But there's 22 waiting here already. And Dabby Dozy. This train coming back almost full load. 7 waiting, so yeah, that's doing okay. Now over here we might need to expand. We've got 37 in Windsor. 30 is not quite full coming back. We need to sort this train line out. 11, okay, not quite ready for expansion yet, but we've got a couple options. What we can do if we want to expand this line is we can put a second train on the same line, double track it. With the state of this track, all the gradients, I'm a bit low. Look at that, that's terrible. But I could double track it for a section and run 2 trains on the same line. I can add more carriages, but I'm not sure this engine will take. Power rating mediocre. I put it in the colour of black, by the way. We can see all the carriages. All the carriages in black. I can change these. I could go with pink. Pink train. That's really good. I've gone with Lone Gamer Black at the moment. There isn't really a white, it's sort of that kind of white. Gone with black for the time being. In fact, I could maybe make this train white. This train. When I say white, I mean sort of a greyish white. Pulls out a station, 24 on board, not bad. So I need to let those run for a couple of years and let the money climb. And then what I'm thinking of doing, because I do want to do goods, but I think before I do goods I might connect Winchester and Basingstoke by train. I will then lose the carts from their routes, or I will divert them to the goods supplies. But again, the goods aren't very good with carts, partly because of the speed, but also the carts can't really carry very much. So ideally we want to do trains for a lot of that. We'll definitely have to do trains for some of the wood, because we don't have many forests. I think our nearest forest is up here. The next forest. I can't believe there's not a forest further south. It's unbelievable. This little baby's going to have to pump out loads of wood. All these towns and cities. So yeah, so I think Winchester and Basingstoke train connections definitely a possibility. Once I've got the money to do that, I'm kind of thinking it's going to cost me 200 grand or so for the track. Another 400 to 500,000 maybe for the train and carts. Carts? Carriages. Don't call them carts, sir, they're carriages. How dare you, sir? Damn you! Do you not know your trains? So, yeah. And then I've got to start thinking about connecting these services, you see. So, does the city need stone? I doubt it needs stone direct. No, I just want to click on the city. We don't need stone. What do we need stone for? So, we need stone and slag. Slag. Do I get the slag from the iron ore? Because I've not seen it anywhere else. I think I do. From iron ore reduces slag. Oh no, okay. Get slag from a steel mill. Okay. Steel mill here. So we need to run something like the slag from here down to there, and the stone from here down to there. And then they'll start producing these construction materials which can go to Winchester. Because I think we need them. Yep. Jobs. So that will definitely be a goods thing there. Both of those two running down to this one back into the city. This needs planks. Logs, sorry, so we're going to have to run the logs. That's going to be we're going to have to run maybe a train out of here and then split tracks in multiple directions when I'm rich enough to do that. And then we've got oil and fuel, which we'll need. We need to supply that with crude oil. Nearest crude oil is Yeah, so we'll run crude oil to here, and then we'll run those, and we can run that, but probably both of them need, well, they both need fuel, so Windsor needs fuel, London needs fuel. We can do that, and we can think of a place to deliver the oil to. Here, for example, needs oil. That will be another goods route, is sorting that bit out. So we've got a few plans there. 1861. A few lines making us some money. So let's check the finances again. So since we built the second train, we've almost made back 400,000. So we're now making a profit each year, 65, 193, and well, we're only just into February of 1861, so, and we've already made more than we did in 1859. That doesn't take into account the costs. Now I've got an option to start paying down the debt. I do want to clear the loan if possible and pay with most things from earned income, because you've got the loan interest. However, constantly need to upgrade to make money and borrow money to make money, so I expect we will be dipping into the bank a few times. But what I might do between videos is let this run a few years, pay some debt back, maybe get us down to 2.5, then let it build again, so we've got some money to invest in our third line, which we'll do from Winchester. We could sort of cost it out a little bit. We could think about where we're going to place our stations. Now we can use that same station, I think. So what we can do is we can run track over here. Now it's often best to get rid of the road. Do that bit of track, and let's connect this road back up. I'd rather the road have the hump than the train track. So that's good. Then what we can do is we can run that. Now, thing is, we have some pretty hilly terrain there. We kind of need to avoid. So we want to try and stay close to the road, to the flats. It means quite a curve. What's going on? Why won't it? It's not possible. I'm trying to do road, that's why. Numpty. Okay, so I kind of want to bring it round. Don't mind the slow speed there because we're just coming out of the station. I can do that. We don't need a station there, we just need a station at Basingstoke. So I don't think I'm going to do that this video, we'll do that on the next video. Time is up for this video, folks. Timed by an autosave, just the right time. Anyway, so we'll carry on our expansion, so we'll connect up Basingstoke to Winchester in the next video and then start to look at some goods routes. As we go through the 60s, not the 1960s but the 1860s, we might get a few upgradable vehicles. but we're making money, and I'll probably let the game play on a bit to make get us over the 1 million mark for the next video. Anyway, if you like this video, if you want to see more of this, please hit and mash that like button. I'd really appreciate it if you want to see more or get notifications videos, then hit the subscribe button. I'm Lone Gamer UK. This is Transport Fever, and I will see you next time, folks. Take care.